It's me, Celia. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a fun card reading exercise that I've been thinking about for a while, and today's the day I'm going to try it. I'm going to go through some random blind items and take a look at what Lenormand in particular says about them. And then I may or may not confirm using tarot. I've been wanting to get back into Lenormand a little bit more, so I thought this would be a really good opportunity to do that. I have this list of like random blind items that I've been compiling from various YouTube channels and things. Never in a million years did I think I would have anything to do with blind items. I didn't even know what a blind item was until like 6 months ago. And I've never really been into celebrity gossip. You know, like maybe once when I was on an airplane, I read like a People magazine in like 2004. Like, I'm so not a part of that world. But for some reason, I'm feeling really compelled because for so long, for like what, 25 years that I've been doing tarot, I've been looking, and Lenormand too, I've been looking at it from a very like psycho-spiritual, personal development, healing sort of way, and it has been kind of tiring. Like, I want to do something more light, and I want to look at situations that I normally wouldn't look at, you know, just to improve my skills, to have fun, and to try some new things. Okay, so I have this list. I'm going to start here. Wicked being pushed back again and again because they think it's not going to do well at the box office. Well, people really liked Wicked, the musical, I know, and wasn't it books too? And Ariana Grande is part of Wicked. I think they have like a whole trilogy going on. I don't really know, but okay, let's take a look. I'm going to do 3 cards about Wicked is being pushed back or what. The key, the scythe or the sigh, and the fish. Okay, the key is like the key to everything in Lenormand. It's like, I don't know, whatever you're thinking about and talking about. Well, I know that the sigh, I call it a sigh, but I know other people call it a scythe. So that's about cutting something, clearing, a sudden or unexpected, like, whoosh, cutting of something. The key is like the solution to everything, the situation at hand, like the key to success. So success is being cut. And then the fish is about like financial and business success, getting a good return on your investment, financial abundance, financial security. Financial security is causing the, I don't know, the solution, the key to success to be cut. So that it's being cut. Yeah. I don't see that like finances are not, it's like money isn't being cut. Money is causing the cut. So there's something financial going on with why it's not being rolled out. Oh, well, I mean, it says they don't think it's going to do as well. Financial abundance. So, I mean, this is exactly what the blind says. It's not going to do as well financially. So they're cutting the key. The keys to the castle could be like the keys to its release. When I said keys to the castle, it made me think 2 things. One is like Disney World or like Oz itself or like the Emerald City. And then for some reason. And then secondly, it made me think of like Disneyland. And then Disneyland made me think of Disney. And Disney made me think of like something happening with like the streamer or the it's not a streamer, it's like the whoever's producing the film is deciding to kind of cut money to it. Because, yeah, okay. So let's do some tarot. Okay, maybe we can see what's the nature of this. Temperance reversed. Camellia or green tea, or just tea in general. Something's not happening behind the scenes. Like, temperance would be like things working out well, a sharing, a give and take, you know, essentially like the whole pomp and circumstance and ceremony of a tea ceremony not happening. It's like, I'm not going to share my tea with you. I feel like oh God, what is it? It's not a network. It's like, I can't think of the name for a movie studio. Is it called the studio? You know, like there's Universal and there's MGM and there's, I don't even know what else. Disney, Paramount, whatever. Whatever the like movie publishing places, there's something going on. They are disagreeing about what to do. I think they have so much money and they're putting their funding into another project because they've had cuts, and so they can't promote this movie as well as they thought they could. And I'm just hearing that they're going to wait till summer or before summer. They're going to wait until they're going to make it like there's going to be something that kids will be able to watch it. So maybe around the holiday break time, and then maybe around the end of the school year. But I don't know how that's different from what they were thinking. It's not different is what I heard. But they're just gonna let it roll out with not a lot of pomp and circumstance. Okay. Okay, the next blind item is, I'm gonna just read, you know, I paraphrase these. It's like I try to write it down word for word, but I probably missed something. And, you know, half of them are probably made up anyways, so let's take that with a grain of salt. But this is the blind item. Dakota Johnson has been instructed by Chris Martin not to wear their engagement ring because they are split. But she's dragging her feet on announcing the split. So, yeah, are they split? Were they engaged? Why doesn't she want to announce that they're engaged? Why was she even dating Chris Martin in the first place is what my feeling is. No offense to Chris Martin, but, like, why is he such a catch? Okay, why? So I have the bouquet, the bear, and the querent, which I would say is Dakota. If it had her partner, or, like, the partner, it would be Chris Martin. So I'm going to... Oh, my God! The next one is Chris Martin. I need more clarification. The rider. One more. The scythe. Oh, yeah. They are broken up. Wow. That is so nuts that those two cards came right against each other, like right next to each other. And then the scythe and the rider are like, yeah, they are no longer going forward. He put an end to it. She wanted to go forward with the relationship, but he stopped it. But we have the bouquet and the bear. I'm going to put these a little closer together here. The bouquet is about like small gifts that you give, gestures, gratitude, acknowledgement. It's like bringing an apple to your teacher, and it's like bringing somebody a flower or something small. It's like a small acknowledgement of a gift. It's not a huge gift. Pleasantries. You know, I wonder if that was even an engagement ring, or if like he misled her in thinking it was an engagement ring. It feels like they weren't even actually engaged. Like, he gave her the ring, and she was like, this means we're getting married. And he's like, no. It could be that. I think maybe he's a little careless about what he is giving out and saying. I know he's a Pisces, so he could have misled her. I'm gonna need some clarification about this. So this is like a token of appreciation. And the bear is like the big boss man. It's like the CEO. Appreciation, boss man. I think that their relationship was not... She did not think the relationship was the same as he thought it was. He was playing from a place of power and like an overbearing, protective parent to her, and gave her like a gift or gave her appreciation, and she thought that meant that they were in love. Now, it could be that he was disingenuous. I kind of am seeing that a little bit. I feel like he was confusing to her, and that anybody in her situation would think that. The writer underneath her, I think she was kind of rushing a little headstrong into this and was kind of in over her head. And because it's a unicorn, she was kind of in a fantasy world. Did he like her? Did she like him? So this is her. 9 of Fire, Wild Cherries. This is the 9 of Wands. This is him, Linden, daughter of Earth reversed, and in between them was the Wheel of Fortune. Kitchen garden reversed. Dakota being the 9 of Fire here, I think she thought this relationship was something else because she was kind of in need, and I think she's been kind of broken by somebody or something, and there was something kind of attractive about Chris where she felt appreciated, and there was some sort of emotional connection that she was like, this feels good. But overall, I see her being kind of like falling into his arms and feeling like he was going to save her or help her. She's really worn out, and something about him felt really comfortable and helpful to her. Now, he is the daughter of Earth reversed, Linden. This is about like a couple things. I think that he was able to help her like undo some conditioning that she's had and take off her layers of masks and acting roles and life roles that she's played. Maybe helped her like decompress and detox from being part of the Hollywood scene, or something refreshing about him to her. He kind of helped her unwind and be more comfortable with who she is. But in the middle, it's just not the right time for either of them. He is just cycling through partners, but she thought it was like love, which kind of makes me sad. But you know what? She's a big girl. She'll figure it out. Okay, the next blind item is with people that I have no idea, or a person I have no idea who this person is. His name is Lewis Hamilton, and apparently he is a race car driver. And apparently he is filthy rich. So this is the blind item. Lewis Hamilton is looking for a publationship, a PR relationship, one that lasts as long as he had with Nicole Scherzinger. You know, the lead singer from the Pussycat Dolls, and also a singer in her own right. So he dated her for like the longest of all the people that he's dated. He's dated so many freaking people. It was nuts when somebody was like reading off the list of all the people he's dated. It is crazy. And apparently they're all PR relationships. And this is well known. So that's kind of weird. Can you imagine only having PR relationships? Like, do you really connect with other people? So I have no idea who this person is. I was absolutely astonished by all the people that he has dated. Like, gorgeous, beautiful women, powerful, whatever. And now he wants another one, is what they say. So here's him, the fish, financial abundance. The snake is like a deception. The tower is of an institution. So I think that's kind of describing his relationships. The letter is some sort of invitation or coffin, the ending of something, and birds, public chit chat, rumors. Well, I think that the blind items about him having publationships is true. He's looking for opportunity. There's a deception. Why is there deception? I mean, having a PR relationship, maybe that is just what this means. The tower is his team or something, like some sort of established organization creating this for him. I think there's a reason why he wants to have PR relationships. The letter, some information coming, a message, an email, documents. Coffin is the ending of things, and the birds is chit-chat, rumors, Twitter, documents, ending, Twitter. Or like rumors or tabloids. There might be, if I were to look in the blinds more, or like somebody were to look up his past, maybe there's a reason why he has publationships. Like maybe there's something off about him, something he wants to hide. I don't know, maybe he's not hetero and so they need to hide it. Maybe there's some sort of reason why he's not necessarily an eligible person. Okay, I'm going to look at tarot. Knight of Air, Warrior of Air, Oregano, being mentally aggressive, being a debate lord. Maybe he's just a jerk. The Lovers, he does want to connect with people, at least intimately. And the Mother of Earth reversed. But he doesn't attach well. Okay, so maybe he's just not that great of a catch, and so people can't really stay in love with him for a long time. This is kind of sad. If he comes up in the news again, I would love to maybe look at it a little more. Because, like, what is up? Seeing this Mother of Earth reverse too makes me think that his money, his wealth is a problem in forming relationships. Maybe he feels like he's being used. Maybe he uses money for connection. Yeah, this is interesting. But hey, people are complex. Okay, so the next one is about Hugh Grant. Remember him? Hugh Grant can try to blame people for his lack of big roles, but the truth is he's hard to work with. Although he says that it's untalented producers that get in the way of the creative process. But everybody knows it's just him. He's being a jerk. So people don't want to work with Hugh Grant because he's a jerk. Is that true? If so, why are you a jerk, Mr. Hugh Grant? He sounds bitter. He should go to TV, but he's too prideful. He doesn't even really want to work. That's what I'm guessing. Why do I have to shuffle these so much? Okay. The partner. Does he have a partner? Does he want a partner? Is he hung up about a partner? That could be the studios. The anchor and the bouquet again. So the anchor is about stability, security, grounding yourself, permanence, reaching an important life milestone, being anchored, being grounded, being solid. The bouquet is a small gesture of appreciation, small pleasantries, small gifts, gratitude, acknowledgement. And the partner is a person, related to the person at hand. So my question was like, why is Hugh Grant being a jerk? Why is he being a jerk? And how did the studios really feel about him? And the studios feel like maybe he's done, but they might throw him a bone here or there. I feel like the studios think that he has outlived or like he was good for his younger years, but now that he's older, he doesn't have the same boyish appeal. Now he's just like a bitter man. And that sounds mean to say. I don't mean any offense to him. There's nothing wrong with growing old. If he was coming from a place of being like a heartthrob, he was kind of typecast. And now that typecast is over. He hasn't evolved. That anchor was like, he did his terms. He hit his milestone. You were an actor. Pomegranate, 9 of air reversed. I don't even really think he's that stressed about things. I think he's just kind of complaining. But financially, he's worried. And he does want to work. I feel like he could do a project. Let's do one more. The 8 of water. The 8 of cups. Oh, he might just walk away. He might put everything to bed. But financially, he's not ready to let go. Well, if he could do something different, like be a producer or be a writer, he needs to do a different type of thing besides acting. I see him like in a director's chair. So maybe try that, duder. And I also saw TV. This next one is going to be about Joshua Jackson. I know him best from not Dawson's Creek, but what's it called? Mighty Ducks. Oh my gosh, my kids have to watch Mighty Ducks. Part of that movie, Mighty Ducks 2, was filmed in my hometown in rural Wisconsin. They were rollerblading down a hill in this park in my hometown. And one of my friends went to the filming of it. I'm so jealous. Okay. But apparently he's going to be in a new show called Dr. Odyssey. He's just like, he's like the show dude. He's in so many TV shows. My husband really liked the show he was in. I think it was called Bones. Anyways, apparently he has been set up for a oh my god, I can't say it. PR relationship. I'll just call it that. With a German model. Okay, what is up? Why is he always set up? The bouquet. Why do I keep getting the bouquet? Small gestures. The sun, happiness. And anchors. He has just enough influence to get stuff like this. Like, most people wouldn't really know who he is, but in the TV world, among TV people, he is known. And he's had enough of success, and he's just enough famous to kind of get things in his favor. And the sun too, I think that there's something kind of lucky about him. And then this milestone card, like reaching life milestones, it is important for him for some reason to feel like he has a beautiful woman on his arm. And I feel like he's been accused of being a homewrecker. I would love to look into that story. Like, both, I don't know. I'm not going to go into it, but he's now since moved on from the relationship that he was and his partner were, like, cheating on their partners with. One of which he was married to, or maybe she was married to. In any case, there is something about him. It'd be very interesting to look at his chart. There's something kind of stable that people like him. He's like a teddy bear. I mean, he's freaking Pacey from Dawson's Creek, right? I didn't even watch Dawson's Creek, but like, there's something dependable, likable, warmth. There's like a boyish kind of sort of service sort of thing about him with this anchor. And then the sun is kind of like, he gets what he wants, and that is like people throw him a bone, and he has a good PR team working for him. he's lucky. Like, when he was younger, some publicists like set him up with a date, and then that's still just been happening this whole time. I don't even know if I need to go into this. I guess I want to just know if this relationship is going to work. They're going to be seen together at parties. Might not be as happy as we think, but the heart is there. he might just be a serial monogamist. You know those people? It's like, I'm in love with you, and then with you, and then with you, and... Okay, I cannot believe that I'm going to do a 3-card Lenormand reading on this, but guess what this blind item was? Well, you can't guess, because I just wrote down Starbucks, and then I forgot to write down the rest of the blind item. The Starbucks had a blind item. I think that just that they're doing bad. So let's just do a quick reading about Starbucks. The partner. Oh, this to me would be like their shareholders. Their fiduciary responsibility to make their shareholders money above the longevity of the company itself and their customers. The ways they're at a crossroads. And the freaking bouquet. What is up with the bouquet? God, even before I started this reading, the whole reason that I wanted to do a bunch of these blind items is because I kept seeing the bouquet when I shuffled my Lenormand cards, or like I packed my cards up and the bouquet would be on the back. And in my mind, I was like, I don't remember what the bouquet means. So because I don't remember what bouquet means, I want to practice doing more Lenormand. Hey, why don't I do a bunch of blind items? And then the bouquet keeps coming up. Okay, they're partners, fiduciary responsibility. They have a choice to make about, this is the crossroads in traditional Lenormand, like which way are you going to choose? They're not thinking longevity. The bouquet is a short-term card because this bouquet is only going to last, what, like 5 days before it starts to wilt. They're thinking really short term, and it's because of the decisions that the partners are making. Clouds, the Tower, and the Child. The clouds are uncertainty, confusion, lack of clarity, cloudy judgment. The fiduciaries have a clouded judgment. The Tower is like the institution. I mean, it also is about being stuck in a tower. In like a gated community. To me, it's also institutions like Wall Street or something, or like the boardroom. People in the tower who have no idea what's happening are like making decisions, and they're not going to find a way out of the tower. And then the Child is just like innocence. It's like the Fool, kind of a playful energy, a new beginning. So they don't really know what their new direction is going to be, but I can tell you it's going to be, is it vapid or vapid? Vapid is not the right word, but it's not going to be something lasting. They're going to like make a gimmick. They're going to be like, let's try to make new pumpkin spice, but like they're not really going to do it. Or there's something that's like real short term. They're going to try to pivot, and it's going to be like I just went to the Starbucks a couple months ago, and they inside of a Barnes and Nobles, and they had chicken nuggets at the Starbucks, and I was like, that's kind of a freaking good idea, because if you actually have like real sustenance there instead of those same old pastries that like people are getting sick of, and they're not that great for you, and I don't know, everything's going up in price, like you might as well make it so, I don't know, you have more food. But now they're gone. Like, they tried it out, and they're like, nah, we're gone. They could be trying to market towards children. I'm going to pick some from the tarot. The 3 of Wands, 3 of Fire, Calendula, the Sun, and the 7 of Waters, Birch. The Sun reversed. This is the 3 of Wands. Yeah, they're looking out towards the future. They're thinking, okay, yeah, they're thinking of what can we do to get the next generation in. God, the thing about that, though, is, like, it's so expensive, first of all, to have your kids go to Starbucks. Second of all, like, it's not the healthiest place to go. I mean, I know it tastes good, but, like, they're going to get backlash for having, you know, like, marketing towards kids, kind of, I feel. The Sun reversed. I think they might have some sort of shady ideas. It's not going to work out. And then the 7 of Waters is like some sort of compartmentalization of like looking the other way. Yeah, this is not good. We're gonna have to do a deeper reading on Starbucks, but whatever decisions they make in the near future are not smart, not wise, not gonna help them in the long run. They have some what's it called? Stockholders. Do they have stock? Are they gonna get off of the stock market? That's what I'm wondering. Okay. Next we have, this could be a whole reading, but apparently JLo and Ben were seen together. Ben Affleck. Oops, look at that. What's going on? Why can't I shuffle? Oh no! Dropping. Okay, that's a wreck. There is a wreck happening here. So apparently Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck were seen together out with their families. They were cozy, kind of lovey-dovey, being affectionate, posing for the cameras, being very like in the public eye. They went to some sort of like bistro or place where like normally cameras are not allowed. So they would have like had a photo shoot because people don't hang out, like the paparazzi doesn't hang out there and to take pictures because it's known to be like a safe place for people who don't want their pictures taken. But the blind item is that that was a publicity stunt to take some of the scrutiny about JLo's involvement with Sean Combs. So let's give him something else to talk about. So I want to see, yeah, JLo's marketing team here. The dog. She wants to be friendly. She wants to show her family interacting. She is wagging her tail and getting attention and barking and causing a ruckus. Home is about like the family and going to a garden, going to a social spot. So this is exactly what happened. This is why I love Lenormand. Like, we put on a friendly display with our family in a public arena. You're going to tell me everything about it? The cross, the star, and the ship. The cross is the last Lenormand card. It's number 36. It's like the end. The cross to bear a burden, pain, trauma, suffering. I mean, it could be some sign of like resurrection too. The star is like her celebrity and the ship is traveling. So I think she does want to create a narrative that to move people away from the like burden of having to talk about her involvement with Diddy. She's giving them something else to look at and like, see, follow in my direction. The ship is going out. And so the star is like following, how do I describe this? Kind of creating a wild goose chase, except that the as a distraction, except that the ship goes slowly. So I think her team is like unleashing, I can't think of the word, is like implementing, these are totally not the right words, but they have a plan that they are executing, maybe that's it, slowly, to like bring attention away from the bad things she was involved with Diddy. Because this is like burden, pain, suffering, kind of like the worst part of your life or like your worst nightmares or something like that. Okay, this is really making me want to do readings on all of these different things. But I like just the shortness of it too. So this one might be a little bit lighter. I don't know, maybe. This is about Pete Davison and Colin Jost. Apparently they like owned something like a barge or a ferry together that they did entertainment and business ventures on and like made money with it. But now Pete Davison is like in rehab for the umpteenth time. Good luck to him. And the blind item is that they're fighting, or like he is mad at Pete about his business misadventures. Like, if he's going to rehab, that probably costs a lot of money, he's not able to help, if he's using, then that obviously is going to be a problem for running a business together. The querent, man, I was just kind of thinking both of them, but I guess I was thinking more about Colin more. He feels like Pete is too much to bear, and he needs to go to rehab. Go to a halfway house. Financial responsibility. Oh, business, really being good at business. Colin wants it to be successful, and it's just not going to be successful with Pete. So it's not that Colin doesn't like Pete, it's just that he cares about his business and he wants it to work. So maybe that's why he's calling Pete out. I don't even know what the blind was saying. Like, he was unhappy, he kicked him out, he's gonna buy him out. I don't know, but Colin is responsible and he wants good things to happen. I don't think it's anything against Pete. Although, I wonder what's up with Pete, but I'm not gonna read on him. I'm gonna read on Hayden Panettiere. Is that how you say her name? Do you know Hayden? She was on Heroes. Save the cheerleader, save the world. I did watch Heroes, one of the few shows I watched. The thing about Heroes is, one of my friends said it best. It was a really good show that was ruined by being on network TV. Like, you can't swear, everything is like PG-ified, where if it was just a little bit, had more freedom, they could have got more out of the story. And plus, Rob said, my husband, once you start time traveling, your storyline gets messed up. It's like a recipe for disaster. I don't really know about that, but Hayden. Oh, I didn't even say what the oh my god, I didn't say what the blind item is, but it's so sad. Her brother died, and she is a freaking wreck. So she has had problems with substance abuse. She seems very unwell. Her husband is Ukrainian. Her ex-husband is Ukrainian. They had a baby together. He got custody of their kid and took the kid to Ukraine, even though there's a war going on. That just must be terrible, to be separated from your kid and to have problems with addiction, and then your brother dies. And in the interview, she looked so sad. The garden and the sun. You know what? I actually think that she can heal from this. Garden is like working with people in real life. She did an interview and talking about her grief and whatever. I think the more that she can express herself and talk and be around other people, like if she could go to like a grief circle or therapy. I think she did say she was in therapy. I think her getting support with people in real life is going to be really, really, really helpful for her. I do think that she could have a new beginning. Wow, I think this might be like a wake-up call for her. I hope so, because she seems like a nice person who just had some problems. The heart, the tower, and the dog. Something that she loves, her heart desires. Being stuck up in a tower, being locked away, having boundaries, but also could be like executives, institutions, big businesses. This could be her family stuck in Ukraine, or her daughter. And the dog is like friendliness. Okay, I think that there might be somebody who is a higher up that is going to throw her a bone. Like, somebody has taken a liking to her, or like liked her in the past, and yeah, the sun right next to the dog too. She might be able to like have some sort of fulfilling work. She might have a chance to see her daughter more than normal. There might be some loosening of boundaries or like borders. Wow, this is intense. That's basically all I want to do with that one. Okay, I got 2 more to go. We got Ashton and Mila, and then something I want to do a longer reading on in the future, but I want to get a little taste right now, is the Britney Spears perfume debacle. So, Ashton and Mila. So the blind item is that they were seen separately, first of all with their kids, and you know, one parent takes one kid to soccer, and one parent picks up the other kid from school. Like, that's not that crazy. The thing is that people have seen them together in the past, so that was questionable. But then on the same day, they were seen at the same time in different spots. Again, you could be random, but some people are. And then another part of the blind item is somebody apparently said that they're living separate, or like Ashton was kicked out. And people are saying that because of his involvement with Diddy. Basically, it was like Mila could handle the kind of debacle with Danny Masterson because, you know, she was with him in the 70s show along with Ashton. So she has a different view of it than other people. You know, it's this like kind of her homie, and she maybe didn't know of his dark side. But the thing is, with Diddy, you can't deny that. And she knows that Diddy is trouble. You know, like, there's no way anybody can be duped. And so that's the rumor. She can't ignore what's happening with Diddy and Ashton's relationship being out in the open. So, oh yeah, choice point. What she's gonna do about Ashton. Yeah, she doesn't know what she's gonna do. So she has a choice about Ashton, and the moon is like intuition, inspiration, emotions. She's feeling some sort of way about him. She's like, she's feeling like she doesn't know him based on like what she's heard, what people are talking about, the parties. Literally, the garden is like parties. And like Ashton was into it. You know, he was like into the parties according to the documents. So I do want to pull cards for this. Like, what's going to happen with them? What is Mila thinking? Are they going to separate? They seem like a weird couple to me. I don't know. I feel like he's very manipulative. But like in a very convincing way. Like he's half manipulative and half legitimate, is what I just heard. Okay. So her happily ever after is broken. I don't feel like she's invested in this family. Who knows if they're actually going to get divorced or something, but like she's on the verge of breakup. Whatever happens, she has been, in her mind, it's like they're over. Or at least she has been really hurt. And the 5 of Waters reversed, feeling like the dam is breaking open, and what she thought that they were working on together has been crumbling. There's a big loss of trust. And the star here, I think she's going to start stepping into her own power again. There was something that made her diminish her star power, and she's been kind of putting herself on the back burner for a long time. And like, she was a pretty big actress at one point, you know. The Harvey Weinstein stuff, there were all these accounts of Harvey Weinstein would use her name to like trick other women into basically having sex with him, which is gross. But he would be like, you need to be more provocative. Mila Kunis is everywhere. You need to be like her. Because that was the time where she was in the Black Swan. I think, and maybe some other roles. But I feel like she didn't like being used that way and having her name out in the public. So she's been kind of hiding in like a little cottage and very silent. And I feel like she is in trauma mode. So how's that for a small light reading? But good luck to her. Okay. Now, last but not least, the Britney Spears perfume poaching. So this is a big story, but basically Britney's highly successful perfume has been with Elizabeth Arden and Revlon for a very long time. And like every 4 or 5 years or something, they renegotiate their contract and renew their contract. And this year, Britney Brands decided not to renew the contract, and they're gonna go with this other company called Give Back Beauty. But basically, Give Back Beauty stole, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, allegedly stole all the like secrets about like her perfumes, her marketing campaigns, all the like market research they've done, and their R&D and whatever. All of that information was like downloaded off of computers at Revlon before 4 Revlon employees like quit and then went to work at Give Back Beauty. So they quit, and they're taking Britney's perfume brand with them, and that is so illegal. Like I want to know if they're going to be nailed, but this is just a small little Lenormand. Okay, so we'll do a bigger reading. I feel like some more news is going to come out. There was some sort of court document that was released, like the people at Give Back Beauty, the person basically made a statement being like, I would never steal anything. I've never done anything wrong. I never asked them to take anything. I did not instruct those employees to take anything. They quit on their own accord. So he's trying to like cover his ass, because I think it's even like federal crime or something to like take trade secrets or something. I don't really know. Anyways, so what do I want to look at? I want to look at Give Back Beauty, what they're doing. The book, they have the secrets. This is the secret information. The dog, trying to be friendly and win over probably Britney's team. And the tree, oh no, I think that's family. I think that's Brian. I think that's Cade. I think that's Britney Spears' brother. They were buddy. I freaking knew it. The partner, I feel like this is the people who left from Revlon, okay, and coming over to their house. Oh no, with the snake. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, there's a snake in the grass. This is so nefarious. Okay, are they gonna be slammed? The heart. Their true intentions, secret wishes, hung out to dry for their own desires and greed. I mean, the lily could be about like, could be like sexuality, but also could be like desires gone wrong too. I don't know, why did I just feel the need to shuffle these? Okay, I want to see how I heard because of Britney. Okay, I want to see what Britney's doing. How does she think about this? Does she even know? Because there's some sort of speculation that she was distracted by Kate Hudson and like made this reunion with Brian and like went on a trip somewhere while all this was happening. Also, there was a point where like this stuff was happening and she was divorcing or getting married, like her marriage or divorce with Sam Asghari was also involved. Okay. The bear. So I think she's pissed that she's not in control. Or that's her wanting to be in control. but she was totally misled. She had her heads in the clouds about the true situation. She was misled. She's gonna have to make a decision about her financial abundance, and she's gonna do that by feeling into her emotions. I don't feel like the situation is settled. What does this moon mean? What are Britney's emotions? She feels betrayed. I see her being kind of confused. She thought she trusted people. She thought she trusted Brian. Brian, how could you let this happen? I just kind of see her throwing her hands up. I'm going to do some tarot. Oh, look what fell out. The Empress. She really wants to be in control of her empire. And she thought this was a way to get it. I do a lot of Britney readings, so I feel like I've never read any of these other people before, so I don't really know their energy. So I just want to see what's going to happen, or like what's happening right now. Ooh, there's going to be some legal information. The Eight of Wands reversed. The success is going to be squelched. Seven of Earth reversed. I think that there's going to be a hold up in court or something. This legal case is not going to go well, and it's not going to financially benefit people as much as they thought. Okay, so that is the end of my readings. Thank you so much for listening. If you have blinds that you find interesting, type them in somewhere, and I'll try to include them on my next blind item quick reading video. Okay, bye.